Yeah. Okay. So far what we did, we have completed core Java, right? Core Java
Yeah,
means just it's a kind of a standalone program. We are writing the program and we are running manually, correct?
right.
So we are right clicking run as Java, something like that we are running, correct? Here some manual effect is required.
Correct.
So every time we are running program and we are doing right click, then we are doing run as Java program. So it will execute it and it will execute the logic and it will produce the results to us, correct?
Right.
So this is what so far we are doing. Just we are executing a business kind of logic and we are getting the results back and we are seeing the results.
Right. Hmm.
Okay. So for instance, now I want to see your results. What your calculator is doing. How can I see it? Correct? I'm not able to see your machine, correct?
Right.
So if you are sharing screen, then I can able to see your results or your program results, whatever. But if you are not sharing the screen, but still I want to see some results.
Okay.
I want to see your program results. How can I see? It's not possible, right? By using simple core Java program.
Right.
So that's what we got a concept called this J2W concepts. 1 second, not program. So far what we did, we have completed core Java. And the main question is here, I want to see other people results, mean other people's data. I
Right.
don't want to see my screen, my data, my Eclipse. I want to see other people data. So how can I see it?
Right. It's like what I'm understanding. Let's say there are 5 developers working on a specific project, right?
Yes.
Features. So, for example, I'm working on the certain feature, and you are working on the different feature, and someone else working on the different feature. So,
Correct. Yeah.
so J2E is kind of takes a place that where we can see the code and everything, right?
It's kind of similar thing. Yeah, I want to see other people whatever they entered, and I want to see. I mean, whatever their type. I mean, whatever they're doing the work that will be saved in one place. Correct. So every person is trying to do some work, and that work will be saved into one common location. So that work I want to see from around the world. Wherever I'm sitting, I want to see their work. I want to see some results back. So how to see that one? So otherwise, I mean, if I want to see the by using core Java program, I need to call everyone and I need to go to their desk and I need to see their results. Correct?
Right.
I need to go to their desk and I need to see their results. So that is one approach by using core Java. But I don't want to go to their desk. I want to see from my desk. I want to see from my house. I want to see my place wherever I am sitting. So that is a question came now.
Mhm.
Now to solve that issue, see if you the best example is if you see right this one. So what we are doing now, Google. So if you want to see the news today, so we are clicking and we are reading newspaper, correct?
Mhm.
So now if you see this newspaper, this Times of India, whatever,
Mhm.
if you see this newspaper, there is so many newses are available, correct here?
Right.
So I can read the same newspaper from anywhere, correct? It's not only from India.
Right.
I can read the same news from anywhere.
Mhm.
So this is one of the example, right? We can solve that issue, right?
Mhm.
So we have some kind of UI here, correct?
Right.
Some browser kind of thing. So by using the browser, we can sit anywhere in the world and we can see some pages. So these pages mean it's a kind of some results, right? Some
Mhm.
response, right?
Mhm.
But someone is feeding this data, someone is trying to save somewhere, but we are seeing this page or some results,
Right.
correct?
Mhm.
So now the question is how you are displaying these pages. So how we are going to display these pages? So these pages we are going to display by using concept called HTML, hypertext markup language.
Okay.
So so this page we can able to open from anywhere, correct? So how you are going to open this page? We have some specific URL, correct?
Right.
We need some URL and we need some internet.
Mm-hmm.
We need some URL. If you open the URL, we indirectly we are connecting to one of the HTML page, and HTML page will display some data, correct?
Right.
So we will see all those things. What is HTML? What is the URL? Correct?
Mhm.
So if you want to open this URL, right? So this URL, sometime you will get right. So this is Times of India, meaning so Times of India is a kind of URL, and whenever you are trying to hit this one, right? We are trying to connect it to this server, right? Times of India, correct? They have their own server, correct?
Right.
So meaning, so from the server, basically what we are getting basically HTML pages, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So if you hit this one, this URL, you will get HTML page, correct?
Right.
So you are hitting some URL like google.com and you are seeing some results. That results you can say HTML or JSP, or there are so many way we can express these results. HTML or JSP or ASP, see like that. So we need to hit the URL and you will get the response as a HTML, JSP, ASP. In previous case, how we are seeing the results in Korea, we are seeing the results in console, right?
All right.
We are doing right click, run as, and we are displaying system.out.println, and it's displaying some results, correct?
Right.
So that is core Java, but that results I'm not able to see your console, right?
Right.
Why? Because that is your machine. You are not able to see my console. That's because my machine. You are sitting in different place. I am sitting in different place. But if you want to see my results, if I want to see your results, so how can I see it? So we need some URL and we need some HTML page or JSP something. So then I can able to see some results here. Correct? This is some response, right? This is
Right.
some results. Okay.
Right.
Now the second question. So how you will get this URL? So to see this URL, basically, we need some server, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a server, right? So
Right.
someone is having some server. If you see that Google, right? Google, they have their own server, and they have so many URLs, right? Like gmail.com, google.com, Google Images, Google Books, correct? So
Right.
these are the different URLs, correct?
Correct.
So each URL having some pages, some UI kind of thing, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the second question. Now this is the URL. So how you will get this URL? So this URL you will get from the server. So we will see that server example is kind of Tomcat JBoss WebSphere, etc. So these are the some of the examples for server.
Right.
Okay. It is clear, right? So you got some idea, right? What is core Java and what is advanced Java, correct?
Right.
So
So server is just pretty much at this moment Tomcat. It's just the URL that exists in our internal.
yeah, it is not an internal. So if you see this one, right? Whatever I saw this
Yeah, that's
URL.
a public one. But since we have
Uh,
set up the
we are
application,
going to expose your application results to around the people, around the globe.
oh, okay. So at
For
that
that,
time, it's server Tomcat server comes,
yes,
right?
yes. So yes. That time we need a Tomcat server.
Okay.
Tomcat or JBoss or WebSphere. We need this server. Under this server, you need to keep your these files. You need to dump your files into this Tomcat server.
Okay. So what are the servers out there for those?
So these are the some of the servers, like I told, right? I mean HTML. Sorry, Tomcat, a JBoss, WebSphere, and WebLogic. Like that, we have so many servers.
Oh, okay. Which one most of the companies use?
So that is up to their work, what kind of work they are doing. Meaning, say for instance, if the application, whatever the application you are developing, if more people are using like Facebook,
Hmm.
it's a huge people are using right around the globe. So they are having so much load, correct?
Right.
So to maintain huge load, huge amount of requests, then people will go for a spare.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Okay, it can able to it can able to maintain more request, more number of people. It can able to handle it.
Okay.
It's costly tool and it was developed by IBM people.
Oh,
It's
well.
costly tool. It's very costly and it's developed by IBM people. It can able to handle bulk request.
Oh.
And the lightweight server is Tomcat. It's free and it's developed by Apache people.
Oh, Tomcat server is free.
Yes, yes, it's free. That's what to so far we have not used it, right? So we will see this one. Okay. So
Okay.
Tomcat is a kind of a free and it can able to handle meaning it can able to handle less load.
So, for example, it cannot handle like certain like a certain percentage, right? Of
Yeah,
this.
it can able to handle, but you will see the delay.
Okay.
But that's what that is up to your usage. So what is your customers range? What is your users range? So based on that you can select the server. And also there is some other differences also is there that we will see later, because now if I will tell the differences then you will get confused.
Okay.
So these are the some servers and how you are going to select the server based on your load. So like that you can select this same thing. If you have we have a phone, right? We
Hmm.
have Samsung, we have Apple, we have BlackBerry, different phones, correct?
Right.
Then the difference is, if you can ask, right, the quality, so many things, correct? Apple is too cost, I mean, Samsung is a bit less, correct? You
Hmm.
can do almost all same things, right?
Right.
80% features are same, 20% are different, some fingerprints, something, but still other phones also having the fingerprints access, correct?
Hmm.
But still people will say quality is good, quality is less, something like that. So based on that you can select whatever phone you want.
Right.
In the similar way here also we have so many servers. So based on your requirement, we can select the which server is suits to our application. So then you can pick it up. Okay, correct. You got some idea, right?
Right.
So inside your server, you have to dump all your HTML files, and you will get an URL. So this is URL, and you need to open this URL from the browser, correct?
Hmm.
If you open the browser, what will happen? So this is a browser, IE, correct? Okay, from the browser, you have some URL, correct?
Right.
From this URL, whenever you are trying to hit, it will go and it will connect to your server. Okay, from this server, inside the server, for this URL, you have already kept some HTML pages, correct? Some files, correct? So
Right.
that files will come and it will show to the user. That user can see some results, correct?
Hmm.
So now our goal is how to develop that HTML files. So that is our goal. Some HTML files example is, if you see this Internet Explorer, right?
Hmm.
So this is a browser, correct? So by
Right.
using this, we can able to see the results. This is a this is the Internet Explorer. This is kind of compiler for us. So how we are compiling your Java? So we need JDK, right?
Hmm.
The similar way, whatever HTML files we are going to develop, so that will be uh, to see the results or to compile that HTML pages, we need some browser. So you can use any browser. I mean, you can use IE or Firefox or Chrome or Safari, anything. You can use some browser and you can see you can able to see your HTML file results, correct?
Right.
Okay, now I will tell you how we are going to develop a simple HTML files. So what are the ways to develop and what are the ways to see the results? Okay, let me create some sample folder. You got some idea, right? What is advanced, what is previous one, what we did, and what we are going to do, correct?
Right.
Okay, so now just I created one simple location. Now what I want to do, I want to create one HTML file. So how to create it? Okay, so what you will do, just you do right click. First I will try to save, I will try to create one simple notepad text file. So right click new text document, correct? So you got some Word document, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that name I am giving as a index dot index dot text. Did you see this? So this is a text file, right?
Right.
So now I'm going to save this file as a save as. I'm going to rename it index.html. Do you see this? I'm going to save this notepad file as a index.html and
Okay.
just save it. And I renamed it. So I'm going to remove this text file. I don't want this one. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
You will see some Firefox symbol, right?
Right.
And you will see some Firefox symbol, and you will see some, this extension is .html.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this type is HTML document, correct?
Right.
Now your HTML file is ready, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you have developed one HTML file, but you have not written any content, but your file is ready.
Correct.
So size is 0 because you have not written any code, correct? So how
Now,
to see the results?
now you can open that, right?
Yes, correct. So how to see the results? You can use any browser. If you want to see, if you want to compile with IE, or if you want to compile with the Chrome, or if you want to compile with Firefox, anything is fine. So I want to see the results with IE. So right click, open with which browser you want to see, use to see the results. I want to use Internet Explorer. I want to see the results. So this is your file. This is this index.html, and this is your location, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So this is your URL now,
Right.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now we have a URL, right?
Just a file that you created, yeah, the extension you just put the
Correct,
which is turn out to a website.
correct. So this is
So,
your URL. Now you have a URL and you have your HTML file, and we can see some results, correct? But there is no results. It's only blank page, correct?
right.
So how to write code? So if you go back to your HTML, sorry, your HTML file. So this is your HTML file, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So now we will try to add some code. So open with
Notepad.
Notepad. Did you see this? This is your file, correct? Index.html, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to say here hi. Just save it. So now go back to your IE. I want to see the results. So just refresh it. Did you see this?
Right.
So you can able to see your results, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is your URL, correct?
Right.
So this is your URL and this is your UI, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now can you able to see my results from your desktop? You are not able to see it, right?
No, because it's on your machine.
Yes, this is my local URL.
Mhm.
This is not deployed into any server, correct?
Right. In that case, you have to create the connection with the Tomcat.
Yes, we need a server. Inside the server, I need to keep this file, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Then you can able to access it. Then I need to tell my server URL, correct?
Right.
Then you can able to access it. So far we are not using any server. So far we have a HTML and we kept that HTML in one specific location. Then we can able to access it. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
You got some idea, right? What is URL and what is the advantage of HTML and what is the advantage of URL now?
Yep.
So this is URL and this is your HTML file. So far we developed by this HTML file by using some Notepad, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we will see how you are going to develop these HTML files by using um, Eclipse. Okay.
Yep.
So first we initially we used some Notepad or text file, and we used Notepad and we developed HTML file. Now we are going to use Eclipse and we are going to develop one simple HTML file, and we will keep that HTML file into server and we will see the results. Same file, just hi I will type and I will keep that file into one of the server, and we will keep that HTML file into the server and we will see the results. So far if you see this results, right, whatever we developed so far, did you see this? This is my local path, correct?
Correct. It's from
This
your
is,
machine. Yep.
yes, this is my mission. So
Mm-hmm.
now I don't want to keep it my local path. I want to keep these files into the server so that people can able to
See it.
other people can able to see, other people they can able to access this URL. They are not able to access my D drive, right?
Right.
So they are not able to access my D drive. So still the problem is not solved. So we need a server. So how we are going to keep the files into the server, that we will see. Okay, let me open one Eclipse. So I'm going to create all of our files into this particular location. Now let me open Eclipse. You got some idea, right, so far?
Yeah, actually, I did some development in a website and before.
Oh, then it is good. Then you have some idea.
Yeah, I already created the website and everything, but at that time I had the presentation in showing it from my computer, so I didn't know about the Tomcat, but I heard about it, but I didn't get to use it
Oh, that's fine. In college or?
in college.
Oh, okay, fine. Then it is good. You got some idea.
Yeah, I was using the NetBean.
Oh, fine. That ID you can use any ID. So that is no, there is no difference from us. So you can use
Oh,
NetBeans or Eclipse or IntelliJ or RAD or anything.
it doesn't make a big difference, right? We can
It
watch it
doesn't
from.
make any difference. It doesn't make any difference. You can use any ID. So just to develop the files, that's all.
Oh, okay.
Even without Eclipse also we can able to write Java programs, right? Initially we started with Hello World Notepad, right? We compiled
Yeah,
Java, C, Java.
right. Yeah,
So we can do, but we had to put more effect, correct?
right.
But we can able to do everything, but we need to put some more effect.
Correct.
So that is the only difference. Okay. So for what kind of project we are creating? We are creating Java project, right? How we are doing? Right click, new, and we are going to other, and we are selecting Java project.
Right.
So far we are doing like this, correct?
Right.
But now Java project mean it is a standalone project, and the results of this project can be seen by only from your desktop,
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to see the results from their desktop. I want to see the results from anywhere in the world,
Right.
correct? So that is our goal. So to create that kind of projects, we need to create a dynamic website, dynamic web project. Did you see this? Just type dynamic, you will see dynamic web project.
Okay.
So we are not, so from today onwards we are not going to create a Java project. We are going to create dynamic web project. We are doing some kind of web related stuff, right?
Right.
So we need to create a dynamic web project, not Java project. Dynamic web project.
Okay.
So this option will be there under web. So if you remove it, right, you have so many options, right? If you see here,
Uh-huh.
if you come down, you will see web. Do you see this web?
Right.
So just expand it and you will see dynamic web project. So you select it, next.
Project name.
You can give any project name, same like core Java, sample HTML. This is my project name. Okay. And next, next, finish it.
Hmm.
Okay. Your project is ready. Your project is created, correct?
Right.
Okay. 1 second. I will come back. Just a minute. Hello, Akramal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So for what we did, we created just one dynamic web project, correct?
All right.
Okay. Now our project creation is done. After that, what we have to do, we have to create one HTML, one HTML file, correct?
Right.
So how to create HTML file? I'll tell you now. So where we need to create? In case of core Java project, where we are creating all the files, we are creating under SRC folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Under SRC, we are creating package, correct?
Right.
The similar way in case of dynamic project also, we have some standard structure. If we expand your dynamic web project, you will see files hierarchy like that. Did you see that SRC?
Mm-hmm.
Under SRC, you have to write your core Java files.
Okay.
Like whatever you want to write .java files, all the files should be under SRC.
Okay.
And you will see one more folder called web content. So what is the purpose of this web content? What are the HTML files you are going to develop that should be under web
Okay.
content?
Okay.
So we will see slowly one by one what is web enough. For time being, you can ignore these two folders.
Okay.
Okay, all the HTML files, whatever you are going to develop, that should come under
Web content
web content. Okay, so all the Java files should be under SRC.
folder. Mm-hmm.
All the HTML files should be under web content. Okay, and build you can ignore. This is for if whatever SRC files you are trying to write, so that will be saved under dot class files. Same
Okay.
like a bin folder we have, right?
Okay. So okay, just like a bin jar folder, right?
Correct, correct. I mean dot class files.
Okay. So in that case, do you set up for the Maven as well for this or no?
Yes, yes, we can.
Oh,
That we
okay.
will see later. First, it's kind of hello world, right? So we don't want to add so many things so that we will get confused.
Right, right, right. No, I'm just want to.
Yeah, we will add Maven also. We will add Maven also. Whenever we need some jar files, so that time I will use Maven.
Okay.
So whenever we need like dependent files, like whenever if you want to connect to database connection, so then we need some jars, right?
Right, right, right.
So in that case, I will use Maven and I will add the dependencies, corresponding dependencies. From today onwards, we are not going to use any download option. Everything will be Maven only.
Okay.
So
Nice.
Maven we will use, and we will add inside the pom.xml, we will add all the dependencies. So once you start this Hibernate and all, right, so we have to use daily Maven only. Why? Because for Hibernate we need lot of dependencies. For Hibernate and Spring we need some lot of dependency jars, so that we are going to get it from Maven.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Right.
so you got some idea, right, this project structure?
Right, right.
Okay, now under web content we need to develop one HTML file, one simple file. So how we are going to develop it? So just right click here and you will get menu. Go
Mm-hmm.
to new, go to new and go to other. Just type here what kind of file you want to develop. I want to develop HTML. So you got, so that HTML file, that option will come under web only. Web only.
Okay.
Okay, select web, sorry, HTML, next, and give the file name. So what is the name of your file? I, I want to see login, login.html. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and finish it. And login.html file will be created under web content. Did you see this file is created, right?
Right.
File is created, and did you see, if you see this file, right, you will see some of the default tags,
Right. Those
correct?
are the header, yeah, header and
Yes,
body.
yes, we will see all those things slowly one by one. What is metadata, what is title, what is header, what is body. We will see all those things slowly, day by day. We will try to understand what is the purpose of each and every tag. In core Java, where you are writing the code, you are writing under main program, right? Public static void main method, right?
Right.
So under main method, you will start writing your code, correct?
Right.
In the similar way, in HTML file also, these are the default tags. For time being, you can ignore all these tags. Try to remember for time being only one tag called body.
Right.
So did you see that body starting tag and ending tag, correct?
Right.
How can you say which one is starting and which one is ending? So less than and write the name,
Mm-hmm.
and greater than. The similar way, less than and slash. So this is starting tag and this is ending tag.
Right. Within that, right. Yeah. Just like a closing a paragraph or something.
Yes, correct. So this is starting tag and this is ending tag, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Now your HTML file is ready. Under this body, you have to write whatever you want to display to the user. So here, write this white page.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big white page, right? So in this white page, whatever you want to display to the user, so you can write that kind of things under body tag.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be displayed to the user.
Right.
Fine. Now I want to display to the user hi to all. That's all. I don't want to write more complex thing. Just I want to, whenever some people are trying to access my website, I want to display hi to all. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Now my web HTML is ready. My project is ready. Now I want to keep this project into my server. Correct.
Right.
So how to, for that we need some server, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for that, what we are going to use, we are going to use Tomcat server.
Okay.
Okay, first we will see uh, how you will get Tomcat server. Later we will see how to install it and how to configure it and how to use it. Okay.
Okay.
So first thing is how you will get Tomcat server. What is the URL? How to download it? What are the different versions? So that we will see. Okay, this Tomcat server is developed by Apache people. This is this Tomcat.Apache. So means Apache is a kind of community or group. So they developed this Tomcat server, and it is a free. It's free to everyone. So you can download it and you can use it.
Right.
So what is this? And if you see when you open this page, right, this is the basic URL basically. So what are the versions you want to download? So if you open this page, then you will see here, do you see this Tomcat 6, 7, 8, 9? 5 also is there. It's very basic version 5. So they started with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are the different versions so far. So how you have a JDK, right? You have a JDK 5, 6, 7, 8, correct?
Mm-hmm.
In the similar way, they also developed like a Tomcat 6, Tomcat 7, 8, 9. So these are the different versions of servers. Okay, currently I'm showing you a Tomcat 6 software downloads.
Right.
So this is the version of 6.x. You can use any one. It doesn't matter for your practice purpose. You can download 6, 7 or 8, 9. There is no much difference.
Mm.
So just come here. So then you need to check your compatibility. What is your compatibility? So 64-bit or 32-bit or whatever. So in our case, mine is like a 64-bit Windows. So you can selecting this one. So you can select 64-bit 64-bit Windows zip. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
then that will be downloaded.
So do we need to set up the environmental variable for that?
Yes, I will tell you that one when we are installing it, right? So that time I will tell you. So
Okay.
how to download and what are the pre steps. So we need to download it from here basically.
Oh, this is another one
Yes,
that is
yes. Basically, we need to download from binary distribution. I selected wrongly. So this is a documentation.
okay.
So we need to download from this location. So
Okay,
under
fine.
binary distribution, and you will see here, you can
Six.
select whatever you want, 32 or 64 or something. So you can download this one. In my case, it is a 64-bit Windows operating system. So I selected this one. Then it will take some time. Apache Tomcat 8.0. Did you see this? So
Mm-hmm.
once it is done, then go to their location. I did 2 times, so it's keep downloading. Okay, now go to this location, and you have a Apache Tomcat.
Mm-hmm.
Extract here. See, here also we have different ways to download. Bin folder, yes. So this Apache people, right? How they are giving software in 2 ways. So JDK, how you are doing installation, you have to click that I, right? I mean
Mm-hmm.
software. Then what it will do? We have to select next, next, next. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So that is called exe file. That is called software. And Eclipse, are you installing?
No.
No, right? So that is called as a what do you call? So Eclipse, no need to install. You can copy and play it. Correct? Plug and play. Just you copy and you can use it. Correct? So you no need to install. Correct?
Right.
In the similar way, Apache's people also they have developed, softwares like that. If you want to in the older versions, we have to install like JDK, meaning you have to do click, click, click. Correct? But whereas in case of 8, Tomcat 8, it no need to install. So it's already once if you download it, and you will get this folder, and you will see this is a hierarchy. Meaning here you no need to install. It's kind of Eclipse.
Okay.
You need to copy and paste this folder location, this unzip version in some location, and your server is ready now. So basically, you no need to install this one.
So pretty much whenever we install it, you just don't need to set up the environmental variable or anything. You just extracted the folder.
Yes, yes. For time being, you can consider like that. Okay. So
Okay.
meaning Tomcat software, you no need to install it. Why? Because this is called SDK.
Okay.
So SDK means you no need to install it. You just copy and paste. Eclipse also same thing, right? So you copy and paste it. Correct. After that, you no need to install, right? You need to click that icon, then it will open it. Correct. In the
Wait,
similar way,
can you show me? I'm a little confusion here.
yeah, Eclipse, right? You are not doing any installation, correct?
Right. In installation, we just Eclipse, we're just doing everything in the Eclipse, but we're not doing anything in installing
Correct.
part.
No need to install it. No need to click next, next, finish. All the stuff we are not doing. In the similar way, Tomcat also having different versions. If you take some of the older version, meaning mm, if you take
Oh, okay,
5.6,
okay. Got it. It's just a different. Tomcat is just like Eclipse. It's just whenever you're selecting certain feature and you want it to work, you
yes.
just go it that way. Okay, got it.
Okay, if you see that some Tomcat 6.0, you will get only exe files. So let me download it and I will show you for you. So this is also some 8 MB. So if you see the Tomcat 6.0, you will get only exe file. So exe file means what you have to do, you have to execute it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you see the Tomcat 8.0, you no need to execute it. So the files will be always, it's a kind of SDK format.
All
So
right.
just you download it and you will see the files hierarchy. But whereas JDK 6, right? Sorry, Tomcat 6, I'm going to download it. So that one we have to install it explicitly. That installation steps I will show you. Did you see this? Now I downloaded Apache Tomcat 6.0 for Windows 64-bit. Now I'm going to extract it. So I extracted it. So this is also kind of No, let me download now. It's nowadays they are giving all like SDK format. They are not giving installation, but still we can download it. It's not a problem. It's so if they will give SDK format, right? We can save a lot of our effect, right? You don't need to
Mhm.
install it, correct?
All right. Just a quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example, I'm building a website, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to put that website as a public. So in that case, I have to have the Tomcat server, right? Set up.
Yes, yes, yes. You have to buy. You have to get Tomcat server.
So the Tomcat server is free.
Tomcat server is free. Yes.
So if I'm trying to run a business, right? I'm just giving you the scenario,
Okay.
and I wanted to build a website, right? So
Uh-huh.
I can have that in the Tomcat server so that everyone can access it, right?
Yes, yes, correctly. Even I did same thing, right? If you see my website, this is my website. Even I develop this website by using HTML only, simple HTML files. Did you see this? This is my website. So I only developed this one. So why I developed this website? Because people keep on asking course content, so I'm not able to send it. So just I developed one website. So I kept all of our course content into this website. And if anybody want interested, so they can log in into this page and they can able to see it.
So your one is also connected to the Tomcat.
Yes, I am using Tomcat only. So I integrated everything, whatever I need, to Google page and some query page, all those things. So plainly Tomcat. So now everybody can able to see the results, right? So
Right.
every time people are asking, previously I used to send that PDF files, course content. Now I'm not sending. If at all, if they want to see the course content, and they can log in into their this website and click on course. And if they come down, they can see here. Now we started with JavaScript JSP file, right? So they can see the course content here, correct?
Right.
The similar way core Java. So like that. So this, because of this purpose, I have created this website and I kept some content so that people can able to see this contents. No need to send every time, right? So like
Right.
that you can. So what if you see here, ultimately what you will see here?
Yeah. Course HTML.
So it's HTML only, right?
Hmm.
And this is my location
Right.
and this is my page,
Hmm.
correct?
Right.
So this is my system URL, sorry, server URL, and this is my inside this server. This file is there. You can able to access it.
Right.
In previous case, as part of the first example, file and location, correct?
Right. Uh-huh.
Index.html and before that location. You got it right?
Hmm.
The similar way, but now I want to deploy my files into a specific Tomcat server. I don't want to deploy. If you did see this icon, so
Yeah.
meaning here if you deploy, so basically they are using Tomcat server. These people, Apache Tomcat. If you see this one, meaning they are using Tomcat server and they are deploying their files, and we are seeing their website. Some of the servers, right? You will see this icon. Some of the URLs, if you open, right, you will see this symbol, this cat symbol, meaning they are using Apache Tomcat server.
Right.
So this is one of the example how to identify what kind of servers they are using.
So in order to use the server, do you have to sign in or anything, Tomcat?
No, 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 nothing. It's open source. You no need to log in. Just you can open this URL. I'll ping you this URL, and you can download it directly. You no need to sign
Yeah.
in.
Can you keep that on the notepad, please? So
Yeah, you want me to keep here?
yes, please. Server, Tomcat server. Okay.
So you can download it from here.
Yeah, that will help me a lot because
Yeah,
uh,
you can use it. Yeah.
when I was back in college, my
Mm.
professor wasn't able to teach all this stuff. I didn't know at that time.
Uh-huh. That's
Very
fine. So this time you will get all at that time it's a practice, it's kind of theoretical experience, right? So now you will get all the practical experience.
difficult.
So in that way you can download your server. Now your server is ready.
Mhm.
Okay, your server is ready. You can use 6.0 or 8.0 or whatever version you want. Okay, for time being we are going to use 6.0. So this is your server location, correct? So how to integrate it? So now your server is ready. So tomorrow we will see how to add this this server to your Eclipse and how to deploy these files into your Tomcat. So far we have not used Tomcat, just we download it, correct?
Right.
So tomorrow we will see how to add the Tomcat to Eclipse and how to deploy this hello world HTML into Tomcat and how to see the results.
Okay.
Okay, tomorrow we will connect the same time.
Sure. Definitely.
Fine, yeah. So I'll upload this video and files and have a look.
Sure. Definitely.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, thanks.